Welcome to Subconsciously Taken, fool.
Hello, how you doing? I hope y'all doing fine, and I hope your family is doing as well. Many times we come across people that, you know, maybe you may not agree with them, or you don't know where they're coming from. And a lot of times, just by seeing how they talk, tells you a lot, or what kind of comments they make as far as when you're talking to somebody, how they speak to you. And a lot of times when we get jobs and you're the new person, they try to figure out who you are because they don't know who you are. And maybe some of the people may not like you just because of the way you look, you know. And it's sad that people got hate like that. I usually go by the way the individual is. I don't go by what somebody says about them, or I don't go by gossip. I go by their actions on what I get out of the way I see their actions. If it to me, if I agree with them or not, that's my opinion. Everybody has one, and the thing is that when there's a crowd that, let's say, majority of them don't agree with this person, doesn't mean for you to go into that group. You should have your own opinion. You should be able to think with your own mind. You know, because an individual, a human being, is not about skin color. It's about actions. It's about how they talk to people, how they treat people. And this goes for a lot of things. Many times, a lot of women, they try to find the right man. But how does that man talk to you when you meet him? What exactly are you looking for? And that's the same thing with friends. I mean, some friends, you might have so-called friends, and I say so-called because a lot of times friends that are ignorant, that stick to their own ways, and nobody else is, they don't agree with anybody. They don't find a common ground. And sure, I'll talk to them, but that doesn't mean that I see them as a real good friend. Real good friends will have common sense, to me, in my point of view, is because I don't want to hear bullshit. Let's put it that way. If they're going to down people, I don't want nothing to do with that. Because they can keep their opinions to themselves. I'm not about that. I don't even want to hear about it. If it's gossip, I don't want nothing to do with gossip. Because most of the time, gossips have to do with lies, and it has to do with one-sided story. So why even speak on any of that or get into that if you don't know both sides? And if you're gonna go, well, I've known him longer than I've known you, so I'm gonna believe him. Okay, you're gonna believe him, but are they telling you the truth? What do you see with your eyes? Because that's where it counts. What do you hear with your ears? Your ears is going to tell you everything. Your eyes is going to tell you everything. Not what somebody else says. And I think a lot of times, we get fooled, or we get pulled in, suckered in, or subconsciously taken to believe one thing, and it's not that way. Later on, you find out you were wrong, but you already did it. You already did the wrong. Sure, you can go apologize, but a lot of times Even when we apologize, whatever you said, it stays there. It doesn't go away. The only thing you can do is not try to make that same mistake again. And I think a lot of times we judge people just by somebody else, just because somebody else said, or there was a gossip going around and you believe into it because you hear it so much. You can't do that. If you ain't heard it with your own ears, or ain't seen it with your own eyes, why believe in it? Find out, is it true? Not that you got to go out your way to find out if it's true, if it has nothing to do with anything with you. No, don't do that. Leave it alone. So what? You ain't missing out nothing out on that. If it has anything that's going to affect you, find out more about it. If it's not going to affect you, don't worry about it. And that's another thing too. When people say ugly things to you, never take it to heart. Because when you take it to heart, it will destroy you. You'll build up a hate. And not only that, it's bad for your health. Think about it. You worried about something, or just because this person said something ugly to you, and you're concentrated on it, you keep thinking about it, you keep getting angry, and then next thing you know it, you're going to do something stupid. And for what? Because an instigator might have told you, that gets a kick out of seeing you act that way. People like to push buttons. And that's something that we all need to know how to deflect. Not worry about it. If the person that said that can't come up to you and speak to you about it, then that's on him. But you ain't got to go by what somebody else tells you. And I think a lot of times, we get in trouble because we don't know what really is going on. We assume, and assume will destroy you. Assumption, that's not good. Assumption will get you in trouble real quick. And remember, easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out of it. You need to think about that. And the thing is that we need to look out for them fake people. I hate fake people. I hate people that come to you with a big old smile on their face and then they're backstabbing you. I don't need them kind of people in my life. I really don't. And sometimes they're in the family. There's times that they're in the family. And a lot of times they're good friends that you thought they were good friends. You don't need that. If the person that they're talking about that said something about you hasn't told you, then why believe it? When that person comes up to you and tells you something, well, that's between you and that person. It has nothing to do with everybody. Just because you don't like this person doesn't mean for you to go out your way to make it harder for that person. One time when I was working, there was this guy, and I didn't like him. He just rubbed me the wrong way. I just didn't like him. One time he was getting accused of something. I stuck up for him. I stuck up for him because it ain't right for anybody to pay a price for something, or should I say pay their job for a lie, because someone decided they wanted to say something or start rumors about that person. It ain't right. And I stuck up for him, and I stood by him. I didn't agree with the person. I'm not going to say I hated the person. I didn't hate him. He just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know how else to say it. But I stuck up for him. And it has nothing to do with whether you like the person or not. It's about what's right. To me, that means a lot. The same way when somebody lies to you, that means a lot to me. One thing I don't like is when people lie. You know, they might say, forgive me for it. I'll forgive them for it, but I'm not going to forget. That'll always stay in my mind. The same way with first impressions. First impressions, when you meet somebody, it stays with you. You might talk to the person, you might get along with the person, but the first time y'all met, that'll always stay in your head. Always. You won't forget it, you know. And one thing that I don't really like is when people start rumors. A lot of times they do that because of jealousy, for the hate of that person. They start rumors of that person. You know, why? Why do it? If you don't really like the person, man, don't talk to them. Don't even give them attention. You know, why are you gonna spend time wasting your time, basically your valuable time, because it should be valuable to every human being. Time should be valuable to you. It should, to every human being. Why waste your time on nonsense? There's no reason to waste your time on nonsense, because that nonsense is taken away from you. Maybe you could be doing something positive instead of wasting your time with this person. The same way when you wanna plan something to hurt somebody. Why are you gonna plan something to hurt somebody? And let's say you never do it, but you wasted all that time and you could have been doing something positive for your life. It doesn't make sense. Think about it. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about. And I know that it's hard in life, but we all create our own hell by the choices we make. You need to think about that, you know. And I just think that until human beings start being responsible for their own actions, this world will not come together because of that. And remember this, it's not about skin color. Skin color has nothing to do with it. Because I tell you what, in this country, we all got privilege to be and do whoever we want. I mean, we could do anything if we want to do it. But that's all up to you, the individual. You know. Well, like I said, I talk too much, and anyway. But just remember, we all create our own hell by the choices we make in life. God loves you. Peace out.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all up to you. Bye-bye and God bless.